Hello Gundam fans, this is Prime92, and today I'll be looking at the 10144 high-grade Gundam Age FX Burst Mode from the 3rd generation of Gundam Age. So it's pretty much a recolor of the original we've already got, and I really do like the colors. It's pretty much all blues, just like in the anime. The normal blue is still the same color pretty much, but you've also got a darker blue for certain areas, like underneath the stomach here, or underneath the chest, uh, the V-fin, and then in the joints and hands you have this really dark, it's like a navy blue. Now all the white, it's more of a purpley gray color. I would have liked it more of a blue, but what I would have liked is for this to look more like Trans Am. Like, you know how the main body has more of a metallic color to it, like a metallic purpley? If this is more of a dark bluish metallic, I think that would look real. That's what I was hoping for. Instead, it's got all the parts have a glossy coat to it, which actually makes the joints and everything a little tighter. He does hold together a little better than the original, which the original was still good. I didn't have a problem with it, but it does seem a little tighter, which could be good or not. It depends. Now he looks really nice. Same stickers. You got the forehead, the eyes, back of the head, the age symbol, little one right underneath the collar. And I think that's it. I can't remember any other ones, but sometimes I forget. Just a really nice looking model. I've always liked this because it just has a really dynamic design. So even when he's standing still, he still looks kind of badass. I just like it. And the fact that it reminds me of Fight Guard doesn't hurt. Doesn't hurt at all. Even more in these colors. So yeah, I still like it. Maybe a little bit more. Now, of course, articulation's identical. Head goes up and down, forwards and back. Well, everything is a little tighter, it rotates. Forwards and back, up and down at the torso, rotates. Arm flap goes out, arm goes that far out, rotates below the shoulder. Double jointed elbow, ball jointed wrist. You got a stomach joint and a waist joint, so pretty good movement here. Ball jointed front skirts, hinge side skirts. Legs go forwards and backwards, separate from the waist, and do the jiggy jig. Can go forwards, pretty far, back a little, out pretty far, rotate at the hip, double jointed knee. The ankle joint up here can go forwards and back, and rotate, and the foot armor can move, and the foot can go forwards and back, and side to side, and a little bit of rotation there too. So, oh, and these parts can move. So pretty good. It's still really good articulation. You can do a lot of dynamic poses, get a really wide stance. And because of the like the stomach and the waist joint, you can't have him looking up when he does it. So articulation is still really good. Okay, so accessories. Well, first off, I should cover the core fighter, just so you can see what that looks like. It's pretty much the same as before. It has a clear cockpit here. Just connects into a peg right here. And you can actually peg it on the base that it comes with the stand, using this little hole if you want to have it by itself for some reason. Any action base it'll peg into. And you have that. Now you also have the beam rifle, which is the navy blue color. These parts still open. Little stickers in there. A little sticker for the scope right in there. The handle can move a little bit. And you do have the parts to make it into the bazooka. And so it would have been nice if one of these were a different color. I don't know, that's just me. Instead of this big mass of blue. Oh no, gray is okay for me, but all the blue, it's okay. It's a lot of blue. And it has a little sticker right there. And you can hold it, but I'm using the fist right now. But just like before, you can hold it, just with the bazooka you have to have his arms straight. And now the other hands are located on the action base, which I have right here, which I also have all of the sea funnels on. and you can see them right here. They look really nice. They're basically just blue, clear, a darker. They're darker bluish instead of a bright green before. They're more of a blue. And you still have all the stickers you had to put on them, and of course it has a blue action base now. Same clear connector, and you have all the extra hands under here. So an open hand for the left hand, and the two holding hands for the beams. If it had beams, mostly for the gun. Speaking of beams, I think I mentioned this a couple times in my other review, that this guy didn't come with any beam effect parts, but you got the holes for it. Well, the new one comes with two, but they are completely clear. And as far as I know, in all the kits I have, I don't have any 1 to 144 kits with completely clear beams. I got pink, I got dark pink, purple, yellow, green, but I don't think I have all clear. Which, it still should be, I think, the same color, but, or at least a blue, which I actually have blue too, because from the Strike Freedom. But still, I like it, and it does give you the option now you can paint them into anything else you want, any other color, if you don't like just the clear. But I do like the clear, it's different. Now, back to those sea funnels. I am going to put them on him, because, just so you can see what it looks like with all the sea funnels on this guy. So give me 1 second. And here, ugh, I know it's gonna happen. I don't like these shoulders with the sea funnels in, but here is the HFX with all the sea funnels. So you can get a good look of even more blue on the kit. And I usually wait till later, but because he's going to look a little different later, I'll show him compared to the normal one right now. And there goes more sea funnels. Well, you can see, funnel, haha, yeah, just how different they look. Because you got the normal colors with the green, and then the bluish with the blue. I really think I do like both, but I think I like the new version a little bit more. I don't know, just because it's different. And you like I have this one with the blades on the arms. Well, now you can use the effect parts and add them somewhere else. And, well, that's not it. We still have more, because we have more effect parts for the full burst. Because if you remember the anime, when he used the full burst mode, all the sea funnels where they were emit like a blue light that shoots out of them. Like they're like basically kind of like energy blades all over his body. You have little ones, you've got these medium ones, and then let's see, is this it? No, let me look for the other ones, because there's these ones here. You got these really long ones. There's two of these long ones, which would probably be best on the arms, where the beams would be. And then you got these ones, and you got the small ones. You got a lot more of these than sea funnels, so you can put them in a lot more spots on the kit, which I'm going to do right now. And here is the HFX full burst mode with all the effect parts on it. So he really does look like he is in full burst. I love this. This thing looks awesome with all these effects coming out of it. It looks just like the anime. Just all this energy shooting out in the form of like blades, just full of blades. And like I said, there's a lot more, so you can put them in more spots than the actual sea funnels had. And if you want, you can use the beams still in here and put these ones somewhere else. And let's not forget about the sea funnels, because we still have the action base. So yeah, you can have all the effect parts on the FX. Get in the goddamn hole. Get in the hole. You can have all the effect parts on the FX and still have the sea funnels displayed at the same time. And I think that looks pretty freaking awesome. Look at that. I mean, the original one looked cool, but I think this looks even better. So that you can have the effect parts for the clear beams in there, You can still have him hold the beam rifle. You could have everything right here. The hands are underneath the base, so everything's in one location. I really like that. This thing looks awesome. At least I think it is. So, accessories are pretty awesome. I have no problems with them at all. They all work the way they should. Yeah, sometimes, like the shoulder pieces, the effect parts, and the C funnels don't fit perfectly. They might fall out. But that's really the only thing I have a problem with. Everything is pretty great. Alright, so I've already done it, but let's do another comparison with the original. Now that I have all of the actual burst mode effect parts on him, we can see what he looks like compared to the normal FX. And I gotta say, they look pretty nice. And I really think I like the new one a little better. Just a little bit. I love these effect parts. And, hey, if you want, you could put the other C funnels all over him, and he'd have a lot more, because you have spaces on the legs, on the back, that you can actually put more. So if you want, you could just fill him up with other ones. Yeah, they'd be a different color, but meh. If you want, you can all paint them the same green, metallic or something. So I really do recommend the Age FX Full Burst. I really do like it. It's just as, it has all the benefits of the original, but it comes with a lot more effect parts that make it look really, really nice. It's just a great display piece, I think. Although if you have the original, you might not want to build this again, but I still think it is worth it just because of how different it looks with the color scheme and all these effect parts. So that's about it, and I'll see you at the next review.